This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
RTV6 is continuing to work for you even as communities seem to shut down to curb the spread of the coronavirus in Indiana and across the U.S. Good evening. I'm Mark Mullins.
And I'm Amanda Stern. Tina, we are trying to keep your mind at peace by getting questions answered and tracking day-to-day life with COVID-19 in Indiana.
Today, a second person in Indiana died from the novel coronavirus. The state saw its first Hoosier claimed by the virus yesterday in Marion County. The second patient to die was a 91-year-old Johnson County woman at St. Francis Hospital South. The State Department of Health reported 6 new positive cases of coronavirus today, bringing the number to 30. The new cases are 2 each in Franklin, Lake, and Marion counties. In the U.S., there are more than 5,700 confirmed cases and at least 95 deaths. More than 195,000 cases worldwide, more than 7,800 deaths. But it's also important to note that nearly 81,000 people have recovered. Also new today, Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb said he has now activated the National Guard to be on duty to assist wherever needed.
Crowds and lines are growing at grocery stores as people keep rushing in. RTV6's Troy Washington is working for you to explain just as quick as workers are stocking shelves, supplies are disappearing.
As quickly as workers can restock, supplies are flying off of the shelves.
They're running out fast due to COVID-19 and all that.
Meyer got a shipment of goods this morning, but customers were quickly clearing out new supplies when RTV6 pulled up.
I went through the bread aisle and that was completely ransacked. So it's looking a bit hectic.
For this mother, it's frustrating to say the least. Ison Hinton came into the grocery store to grab toilet paper, eggs, and meat, but left out with nothing on her list.
I just kind of got some stuff that I could feed my son for lunch and stuff since he's home.
For her, worry is starting to sit in.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
But even with increased hours and shipments constantly coming in, it's tough to meet the increased need of customers due to the coronavirus pandemic.
Gas is seen as an essential, so we got to keep it up and running in case people have places they need to be in order to get their own supplies.
Joyce Stratton works at a convenience store. She only stopped in at Meyer because she needed supplies to try to protect employees from the virus as they keep working and interacting with people.
We're just trying to keep everything clean over there.
Stratton made sure to remind RTV6 that grocery stores aren't the only ones trying to stay stocked. People are looking high and low for needs, and that includes convenience stores.
We do have toilet paper, but that actually got bought out pretty quick.
Working for you on the Northwest Side, Troy Washington, RTV6.
And stores like Dollar General have shifted their first hour of operation to be dedicated to senior customers in an effort to give them a chance to shop first away from the crowds.
As bars temporarily close and restaurants move to carry-out only models to stop the spread of the coronavirus, many people working in the service industry are left with uncertainty, many not knowing if or when they'll get their next paycheck. RTV6's Megan Sanctorum talked with a popular restaurant doing its part to ease some of those fears for employees.
You'll see signs like this outside of many restaurants in the area saying the dining room is closed, but carryout is still open. Local restaurant owners are trying to find ways to support their employees during this time.
It's uncharted territory.
Owners at restaurants like Ale Emporium are being forced to majorly scale back their operations, leaving some who work in the service industry with a lot of unanswered questions about where their next paycheck will come from and how they'll pay their bills. The owner at Ale Emporium says he wants to do whatever he can to support his staff, so he will still be paying kitchen and salaried staff their normal wages and paying tipped employees their average weekly rate.
We're all in this together, and, we consider our employees part of our family. A lot of them work, they live paycheck to paycheck, they have rent to pay. It's not their fault, and we're fortunate enough to be able to do it for them.
He says he will also be providing staff and their families with 1 free meal per day.
We kind of treat everybody like their family, and, again, without them, none of this would have, work.
Owner Scott Bond says there are about 300 employees between the 3 locations, but he says he has the ability to do this for now, and he hopes the community continues to support them by ordering carryout and coming back in once they're able to open back up. Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, RTV6.
And we have been looking into COVID-19 since we first heard about it last year, and we've compiled everything you need to know in one spot. You can find that on the indychannel.com/coronavirus. And one thing that's really going to affect how you live your life as you socially distance yourself, the weather.
Yeah, getting outside can really help when you're trapped at home, but it looks like we may not get a chance for some days. Let's get over to Storm Team 6 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory.
At least we've had some sunshine today. It's evident as we look to the west with our camera. That little black dot there is the camera protecting itself from the bright sunshine. Rain and thunderstorms, that's what you were alluding to, returning starting tomorrow, lasting through Friday morning. Some of the rain may be heavy in spots. Probability of rain 90% Wednesday, Thursday, diminishes on Friday. Let's pick up the timeline. Dry when you go to work in the morning, but by the time we get to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, rain overspread central Indiana, still raining at 4 and at 7 p.m. That pushes east. We'll talk about the changes again for Thursday, Friday, and the weekend coming up.
COVID-19 is prompting some states like Kentucky to order all daycares to close. That has not happened yet in Indiana, but many child care providers here are worried their business won't survive. Jamma Carson has been in the daycare business for nearly 30 years. She loves her job and now runs Little Squirts Home Daycare near 71st and Binford. But times are tough. Many parents are pulling their kids out because they are not working right now. Thankfully, Jamma says most have offered to continue to pay her in the meantime. Jamma is still worried about being able to keep her doors open, either because of a government shutdown or because of the impact on the workforce.
Are you concerned that you could be ordered to shut down?
Yeah, I am. If I am, I will shut down. Hopefully my parents can stay loyal to me as long as they can, if they are still working. If they are not working, I don't expect them to pay me in full, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm concerned. I have a big mortgage, and bills to pay.
Jamma gets texts daily from the Indiana Family and Social Services Administration updating her, including encouraging good cleaning and hygiene. FSSA says child care should remain open and accept children unless a positive case of COVID-19 is identified within the child care.
And we're really not trying to bug you. Just a reminder now that we can't say enough. Experts say washing your hands is key in preventing the spread of COVID-19. They say to lather soap and water all over your hands for at least 20 seconds. That's about as long as it takes to sing the chorus of Landslide by Fleetwood Mac or Happy Birthday Twice. Producer's choice on those songs there, by the way. If soap and water aren't around, hand sanitizer is the next best thing, but it has to be at least 60% alcohol and try to stay at least 6 feet away from others.
My favorite has been You Can Sing Oops, I Did It Again chorus.
Amanda's choice right there.
So there you go. Preparing for the worst so you can rest easy at night. Coming up, RTV6 is committed to severe weather prep week with key takeaways on how you can make sure your family is ready if a tornado or storm strikes.
Then a little later on, it's supposed to be an election year still, but with everything else going silent, how are you supposed to make your voice heard? Navigating a presidential race amid a global pandemic when the news continues here on RTV6.
Working for you tonight on RTV6, we continue our special coverage for Severe Weather Preparedness Week. We want you to be aware as we head into that season in Indiana. It's important to come up with a plan so you and your family are ready just in case weather strikes. Our Alyssa Donovan has details on what you should do to prepare.
You don't have to travel too far south to see just how destructive severe weather can be. Earlier this month, Nashville and Middle Tennessee were devastated by tornadoes, causing widespread damage, killing 25 people. Scenes like this are the reason emergency management officials want you to be prepared this season.
And that's always the best step that we can take.
Major Brian Mahone oversees the Emergency Operations Center when severe weather strikes. While he and others play an important role, they want you to have a role too.
We recommend that families have a plan.
So what does that entail? Well, it starts with staying informed. Download the Storm Shield app to your phone or purchase a weather radio so you can stay aware of incoming weather threats. Get notified. Many counties allow residents to sign up for emergency alert notifications to receive a text or email when weather alerts are issued. And create a plan. Discuss with your family where to go inside the home when severe weather strikes and come up with a meeting place outside of the home. While you prepare your family, emergency responders are preparing too.
We actually practice and drill and have tabletop exercises for just these type of events so that everybody knows what to do, knows how to log in, and knows how we're supposed to communicate with each other.
Major Mahone says taking these precautions now will ensure that your family is safe during severe weather season. I'm Melissa Donovan, RTV6.
They never needed each other more. Coming up, how this community is showing up for each other despite shutdowns.
Visit TomWoodSubaru.com. This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
For the city, state, nation, and globe, response to the coronavirus is causing massive ripple effects.
And any other year right now, we'd be knee-deep talking Democracy 2020 with you. So we're working to find out tonight how COVID-19 is going to impact how you cast your vote in the big race this election year. Amanda Brandeis has a deeper look.
It's so important that you get out there and make your voice heard.
Ali Abu Kader spends a lot more time thinking about elections than the average college graduate.
Oh, the ultimate importance. Voting is your voice.
On Super Tuesday, he volunteered to monitor polls at churches and rec centers throughout Southern California. Those places now shut down to stop the spread of COVID-19.
As I guess the fear of coronavirus kind of heightens, it's important that other states and counties here in California consider more vote by mail, making voting a little bit more accessible.
I think for a lot of our registrars and election officials, they have been through some processes where they're planning for emergencies. COVID-19 is adding a whole nother layer.
Kathy Fung is executive director of California Common Cause, a nonpartisan organization dedicated to making voting more accessible. With 30 states in the network, their election protection hotline is being flooded with calls.
State by state, one of the biggest questions is going to be, what are my alternatives?
A newly proposed bill in Congress would give all Americans the right to vote by mail if 25% of states declared an emergency related to the coronavirus. It would provide $500 million to fund the vote by mail efforts. But making that change quickly won't be easy.
If states want to turn more to mail-in by the fall, they have to do an aggressive campaign and put the money into it to be sure everybody gets one, and then you remind them to send them back in.
Political science professor Carl Luna believes Congress should funnel money into dealing with these issues, just as it is into the economy.
Elections have to happen. Congress could postpone the November election, but by January 20th, the president under the Constitution is out of office, and you need to have a replacement in place.
If the general is postponed, it would be a first in American history.
If we could do it during the Civil War, we could do it now. We just need the resolve and the funding to do it.
Until then, voting advocates like Ali remain committed to helping Americans navigate the uncharted road ahead. Reporting in San Diego, I'm Amanda Brandeis.
Indiana County clerks are now encouraging you to just go ahead and vote absentee this primary season. We have a link for you to start that process in this story at theindychannel.com/coronavirus.
Put it in the books, a dry day with some sunshine. We'll take it next several days, at least through Friday midday. Rain becomes a big part of the story. Temperatures upper 40s in the northeast. That's the retreating cooler air. We'll have warm, moist air replace that. You'll feel a little humidity for the first time on Thursday. That'll be one of the ingredients for thunderstorms. Temperatures well above the average of 52 as we move our way toward the peak Thursday afternoon and evening. 68 for the high temperature. If we see some sunshine break through, that would increase the temperature, obviously push us to 70, and then the intensity of thunderstorms may also go up. Wednesday and Thursday, most likely times for rain, then overnight Thursday into Friday morning. After that, rain chances will diminish, and so will the temperature. As far as our severe weather threat on Thursday, kind of what I'd say conditional on the timing of the storms, the amount of sunshine that we would have through the day. Right now, the greatest risk seems to be in southern Illinois to the southwest. We're in a marginal or low risk in central Indiana. As far as the rainfall is concerned, I think we'll see 3 distinct waves. The first tomorrow, then again Thursday early afternoon, and then overnight Thursday into Friday morning. The spots that see the heaviest rainfall to the south and east of India is where the axis is shown right now. That will probably come from the push Thursday night into Friday morning, but could see 2 to 3 inches inches total rainfall. There's your probability of rain tomorrow, much higher in the afternoon into the evening hours. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, ongoing rain along and north of Interstate 70. It spreads out for all of us at 4 and 7. That will move to the east, and we'll wait on our Thursday rain to arrive. Temperatures tomorrow from north to south, close to 50 to the north. Mid-50s, central Indiana, upper 50s in the southern portion of the state. And from there, we'll warm up almost 10 degrees on Thursday. There are your afternoon highs Thursday in the upper 60s. 7 a.m. Thursday, not much happening. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, a push of showers, some rumbles of thunder. Then it's overnight, Thursday night into Friday morning. That's 3 a.m. Potentially some strong to severe storms in that. That will be leaving Friday morning. Leaves us with this over the weekend. Cooler temperatures, 39 Saturday, 44 on Sunday. Both days will have plenty of sunshine. Despite starting in the mid-20s Sunday morning, we still make it into the mid-40s. 7-day planner. Over the next 7 days, we're wet. Wednesday, Thursday. Temperatures over the weekend much colder, but comes with sunshine.
As the dominoes fall across Indiana when it comes to stopping the spread of COVID-19, we are seeing people come together despite all the confusion. RTV6's Rafael Sanchez has a look at how one main street is getting some much-needed support.
On Main Street in Franklin, many restaurant signs read, "Open, open for carryout," as dine-in meals are forbidden during the coronavirus emergency. And those who could called in their lunch orders and picked them up.
For me, it's about tipping extra and when I can, shopping local.
I think it's very critical because some of those people, that's their only income, and they could be a single mom or a single father, and I want to help them be able to raise their kids still, other families.
So you're doing your part today?
Yes.
Here at the Court Street Cafe, the owner is set to mark her 5th year in business on April the 3rd, and she is working hard to keep her business open.
We've had a number of people coming in today, buying chicken salad by the pound, buying loaves of banana bread. They're trying to support the local businesses that they know that if they don't, we won't be here. And you're pretty much looking at probably anybody that owns a small business in this small town. We can't go long.
Anything that we can do to help support local, it's an unprecedented time right now for us, and so I'm just trying to do my part.
No one knows how long this will go, but people here tell me they plan to shop local and help their neighbors. Working for you in Franklin, Rafael Sanchez, RTV6.
On Ultima.
Almost everything is closed or canceled because of COVID-19. But one man was determined to make a first date happen anyway. Our Scripps partner in Baltimore hung out with him while he waited for possible romance.
It's my first date. Picked a spot at Panera. We were supposed to be, just having tea, coffee. And apparently, Miss Rona, the Ronas had come out and canceled us.
What's your name?
Tim. Haven't been in a relationship now for probably a year. Figured it was time to get out there. Figured they didn't have a table inside. I could bring a table outside, Modern problems call for modern solutions. Candles blew out on me. It was real, set the ambiance, man. It wasn't, yeah, man, I just figured I'd set it up. I might as well sit down and enjoy it, you know what I mean? So, grandmother to my mother to me for this specific occasion. And, it normally brings good luck, so yeah.
It's kind of cute, man. She's missing out right now.
I mean, it's not necessarily missing out. There's more time, I ain't gonna trip none.
Sadly, that man's date called to cancel while he was waiting. He's hopeful it will happen eventually.
Okay, rain chances sky high tomorrow and Thursday, then drying out after that.
Back with you.